I think it's a case of opportunity missed today, to be honest. West Ham won, Spurs won. Yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed. I'm going to be honest. It's a bit of a flat feeling about it because I went into the game thinking, please don't lose, please don't lose. You know what I mean? That would have been really crippling. A great opportunity as well to get a result, but just didn't want to lose. That was like the main point today. Just, that would have been absolutely disastrous. And we didn't, and you feel like, oh, you want to take something from that game, but it actually felt like, as I say, opportunity missed. I felt like we really could have won that game. I think on another day, another day, today, we should have won it. We should have been a bit more braver. Show a little bit more about ourselves. I felt like that was the issue today. I just don't think we had enough about us in terms of our personality to go and win that game. So it's very disappointing to see. So I'll go back to what I was saying on the game then. So I'm away at the moment, so I was unable to be at the ground. I thought the first half, I've got to be honest, I thought we started all right. I thought we played some nice football for periods that first half. It was, it was okay. It wasn't a bad performance at all. I just thought there was some decent passages of play. I thought some of we were good in possession, looked good, but we concede. We go 1-0 down. If it's 15th minute, it's down to an error, a real big error from Max Kilman, who's been, I wouldn't say under the spotlight lately, but I think there's a certain area of concern about him and his performances. So certainly of late, they've not been very good. I think really you could say really since Lopetegui left. Of course, he was his signing, wasn't he? Brought him in. Obviously, he was his captain as well at Wolves. I've been a little bit disappointed with him, and I was concerned today. In the team lineup, I didn't choose him. But I don't want to sit and criticise him too much, or I'm going to just talk about the goal. The goal was a joke, really poor from Kilman. Because I'll tell you what was really annoyed me, right? He should have it was quite easy to deal with. It wasn't as if it required some really decent defending. It was a really basic situation, and he made it really difficult for himself. Ball comes over, he really just needs to clear it, nod the ball out of play, really. That would have been the easiest option. But he tries to head it. He cocks that up, goes to play, then tries to clear it, and rebounds all over the place. Anyway, Tottenham get possession and then go and score. A nice little finish. And to be honest with you, it was really frustrating. Just felt like, oh, here we go again. West Ham are going to another weekend ruined. Here we go. But again, like we have done in recent weeks, we don't seem to respond too badly to going 1-0 down. We actually carried, as I say, we were okay. We played some good football. Looked all right. As I say, from what I've seen, I was quite pleased with what I was watching, and they go and get an equaliser, a lovely goal. Tottenham defending was pretty poor, but we took advantage of it. Lovely through ball by Aaron Wan-Bissaka, fields in Jared Bowen, he sort of cuts inside, basically goes 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper and just slots it under his legs. It was a lovely finish, and the goalkeeper should have done better, to be fair, but he didn't, and 1-0 West Ham, really pleased. 1-1, should I say? And I was, brilliant, back in the game. And at that point, you kind of think that will be the moment that will spur us on, especially when we get to half time and go and kick on the second half. It just didn't really happen. We get to the second half. I'm expecting a much, more excitement game, because I really just don't think Tottenham were that at it, really. We know they've been very poor this season. Obviously, I know we have, of course, as well. But you think, go on, West Ham, let's go up now, show some personality and go in this game. I just don't think we did. I really don't. It was very much a case of, I don't know whether the players really wanted it. It was just, it didn't feel today like a London derby feel. Do you know what I mean? It didn't have that energy about it, I don't believe, and that's a real shame, because I think that was an opportunity for us to go and beat Tottenham, and they didn't offer that much from what I could see from that. And as I say, I'm disappointed we didn't take advantage. I mean, we did have a good chance from a free kick on the left wing. It came a lovely cross from James Ward-Prowse free kick, whips it in, and Bowen flicks it on. It's a wonderful save by the Spurs goalkeeper, I've got to say, because that was really unlucky. But that was our best chance at the second half. To be fair, Potter tried to bring the changes, but they didn't do a lot. We saw Ferguson come in again. You keep thinking, go on, Ferguson, take your chance. It again didn't happen. Soler came in. And yeah, it was frustrating. I think we needed a little bit more energy. Guilherme, I think, would have been a better option, just to create that, give us that something. And it, as I say, so we didn't really have that energy, I think. I think that someone like Guilherme would have added it. And the game sort of petered out, really, and there was no real intent to go and win it. It didn't, from either side. It was a bit of a strange one, and it's a shame, because I say, it feels like we've we've accepted a draw, and we've sort of gone, okay, no problem, we haven't lost. And look, look, it's not a defeat, and that's the one thing I'm going to try and draw as a positive. And as I say, it wasn't a terrible performance. It just lacked that hunger, that drive to want to go and win it. And it does feel a little. It was one of them games. It looked like two teams near the bottom. You've got to say the quality wasn't great, and it also lacked that hunger. Like, obviously Tottenham have got their priorities in Europe, so that's a little bit understandable for them. They've got one eye there. But for West Ham, it's almost like the players are sort of just seeing the summer now. You know, that's how it felt to me. A little bit like we're not really going gung-ho now to try and win games, which is a real disappointing thing, because that would have been such a lovely lift ahead of going to Manchester United next weekend. Of course, we lost as well today. Brentford, wasn't it, 4-3. So let's hope we can go there and put in a performance. But yeah, look, it's hard to get excited about that. It's really not. It's not something to get too overly excited about. But it wasn't a defeat. That's anything I can try and take from it, and just feel a bit like I feel every week. Just looking forward to the end of the season. Really, I really am looking forward to drawing a line under it. It's not been the most exciting. Let's be honest. It's been exciting. It's been dreadful. And then when you want that little bit of excitement, it just didn't come. But it's not to say it was a terrible performance. It just, we lacked that hunger today, which is disappointing. But I'm going to try and draw some positives from it as best as I can. Obviously, try and come up with, when we talk about it next time, a little bit more detail. But on to the next. Come on, you irons.